2023. Who is afraid of Rccg and Osinbajo? Welcome to the news and please subscribe to our channel. The anxiety and panic attack that have overwhelmed some politicians over the perceived support of Yemi Osinbajo by the leadership of his church is a needless fright these politicians have brought upon themselves. Although the VP is yet to formally announce his presidential bid, the mounting groundswell of support nationwide for him is enough to create fear and tension at the camps of some presidential aspirants. It is therefore understandable that the recent announcement by the Redeemed Christian Church of God, Rccg, that it had created a Director of Politics and Governance to promote the participation of members in politics and support good governance will be interpreted as a tactic endorsement of the Osinbajo candidacy by the church. The outrage is unfounded, and in many ways their trepidation reflects a clear lack of self-confidence in their abilities. By raising dust over Rccg announcement on linking Osinbajo to it as the sole beneficiary of the new policy, this budding contestant want to embarrass the church, create disharmony among its members, modify the VP, and generate religious controversies and acrimony in the polity. It is a very malevolent way of running a campaign. Nobody should try to advance the political or his political career by demeaning others and setting the church on fire. I've been a member of Rccg for well over 20 years now, worshipping regularly in parishes in Lagos, Abuja, and New York, my hometown. I listen to Pastor Enoch Adeboye's sermons often, and I'm always bowled over his meekness, humility, emphasis on holiness, and the need for government to live up to the responsibilities. Adeboye is a quintessential leader whose exemplary guidance and direction are visible. While some other Christian leaders were busy spinning conspiracy theories in the early days of the COVID-19 pandemic on the virus and vaccines, Adeboye was the first Christian leader to openly ask his members to abide by the government's protocols on mitigating the disease, including the use of masks and social distances, while clerics like Bishop David Oyedepo and Pastor Chris Oyakilome were making a mockery of the government's efforts at stemming the spread of the virus by openly asking the members not to wear masks and not to take the vaccines. Adeboye was quick to instruct his congregation to obey all the COVID-19 protocols. He led by example. In the 40 years that Adeboye had been in the saddle as the General Overseer of Rccg, the church has grown into a huge institution with a presence in almost all countries of the world. In Nigeria, especially the southern part, a branch is in every neighborhood. Rccg's emphasis on good governance and responsible political leadership is a major attraction for some of us. The church stresses the importance of government living up to their responsibilities. In the first 2 months of this year, its Sunday school teachings were on Christianity and politics, in which members were encouraged to participate in politics and go to the polls to elect good and responsible leaders of their choice. Throughout the series, never for once did the pastor bring up the VP's name or any other politician as the preferred choice. I should note that the same Sunday school manner is used in all its congregations throughout the world. Among millions of RCC members are politicians from different political parties. In fact, in my parish in New York, the president of the Men's Fellowship is a prominent PDP politician. His predecessor was an APC member. We all worship the same God in harmony, friendship, and cordiality. Politics and partisan consideration have never been a factor in Rccg. In addition, the church regularly plays host to politicians of different political hues persuasions. Former President Goodluck Jonathan, Samuel Otom, Udom Emmanuel, and Doye Dewey, all PDP chieftains have worshipped at the church many times, and they were hosted by Adeboye himself. The General Overseer has preached at the yearly Christmas Carol service in New York many times, in addition to being a guest of the governor during official visits. Akwa Ibom has been governed by the PDP governor since 1999, yet nobody complained that the church was titling towards PDP. Rccg is an institution that opens its doors to all shades of politicians without discrimination. It is therefore unthinkable that the leadership will contemplate asking all the members to vote for or support the VP whenever he declares to run for president, as recently speculated by Dele Momodu, the Nigerian journalist who is running for president on the PDP. Mamadu is facing an array of experienced politicians like former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, former Senate President Abubakar Saraki, Aminu Tambuwal, and Bala Mohammed in the presidential race. The preponderance of northern candidates in the race is an indication of the party's zoning preference. Clearly, Mamadu from Edo State with a little political pedigree is swimming against the tide in his party. If his poll numbers are not going up, he should not vent his anger on the VP or his church. I have no doubt in my mind that most of the RCC members will vote for Osinbajo without being prompted by anybody, whenever the VP declares his interest in the politics of 2023. Apart from being a long-standing pastor in the church, the VP's personal and official conduct and his sterling performance on his job have endeared him to the Rccg flock and several millions of Nigerians outside the church. In the last 7 years of this administration, there's never been a moment the VP and the President have disagreed over religious matters. Osinbajo had rather been consistent in working for harmony, unity and peace among Nigerians. In setting up the new Directorate in Politics, Rccg is simply keeping to the general instruction issued by the Pontifical Fellowship of Nigeria, PFN, that member churches should engage more deeply in politics and should establish such a department that will offer support and guidance to members who are pursuing political aspirations. Rccg and indeed all other churches in the PFN fold will never force a particular member on their members as the preferred candidate. The fact that members of various political persuasion will make that practically unattainable. I urge politicians, especially those fledgling presidential ambitions, to leave Yemi Osinbajo out of the misfortune. They should not cause disharmony in the church with reckless statement. For now, the VP is focused on his work. The VP's mass appeal amongst Nigerians is rooted in his commitment to his responsibilities and dedication to his duties. Politics should not be an opportunity for stoking our religious differences or creating disharmony among people of a particular faith. Who does not know that the VP has conducted himself far above board, and he is today one of the strong voices for unity in our country? Quite an article. All we care for is a healthy Nigeria, economically healthy, politically healthy, physically healthy, and spiritually healthy. All this can be found in Osinbajo. Therefore, we don't care whether he's a pastor or member of Rccg or not. After all, we have voted for Muslims and not Christians before. The VP is best for those that want the best for Nigeria. Simple. Well, your opinion, I would say your opinion. At the end of the day, we all have our opinion, and of course, we all have our proof. As in, everybody has their own special candidates who they want to vote for. A word is enough for the wise. Okay, on this note, we have come to the end of the news to say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of the day.